What's up, gun nerds? James Reeves with TFBTV. Just got back from SHOT Show. We concluded our SHOT Show coverage on TFBTV and our new B-side channel, TFBTV Showtime. We only posted a handful of videos to the main channel, but TFBTV Showtime has something like 50 SHOT Show videos on it. If you want a deep dive into the best new products from SHOT Show this year, head over to TFBTV Showtime. I love doing these wrap-up videos where we talk about like the top 5 different types of guns at the show. It's fun to talk with other writers and other editors from the firearm blog, get everyone's opinion on what we all like the best. After talking to the TFB staff, checking out the view counts from our videos and comments, these are the 5 best rifles of SHOT Show 2022. There was actually a really strong showing for rifles this year, and we're going to kick it off with the Zostava M07. The M07 is the Serbian Army sniper rifle. It's chambered in .308 using a Mauser 98 action, and it of course features a cold hammer forged barrel and adjustable single stage trigger and adjustable stock. Got to catch up with my boy Ranko, who doesn't correct me on how I say his name because he realizes I am a dumb hick. This is what we talked about.
It features cold hammer forged free floating barrel. What's good about this Picatinny rail, it's milled with the receiver, so it's integral part of the receiver that will increase the accuracy. And it's currently used by a Serbian military and first time in the United States. It looks really sharp, and we already sold a few hundred, and hopefully this will be the rifle of the year, non-AK.
Now, Zostava actually manufactures a 7.62x54 version of this gun as well, but with apologies to the Gopniks and other Russophiles out there, it's highly unlikely that that version will make it to the United States. The .308 model is a stout $3,000, and that ain't in dinars, because that would be like 314,000 Serbian dinars. Does that mean that if I've got 10 grand US, I'm a millionaire in Serbia? Pull the jet around, Boris, because we are flying directly to number 4. TFBTV vets know. Number 4 is the controversy slot because you don't lead in with a quad stack AR-15, but you don't put it in the top 3 either. That's right, we're looking at the Desert Tech Quatro 15, a quad stack AR-15 with a mag well thicker than Nicki Minaj's butt cheeks to accommodate quad stack AR-15 magazines. These mags are shorter than a standard 11-inch AR-15 mag, but they accommodate a whopping 53 rounds of 5.56.
And we designed it this way on purpose to overcome a lot of the issues that can be had with some of the other quad stack mags. So instead of going 4 into 2, it's 4 all the way from the bottom to the top. Has a single follower, single spring, to avoid those problems of trying to cram 4 into 2. That magazine is made to go into our Quatro 15 lower. It is completely interchangeable with other AR lowers. The only parts it has that are proprietary are the mag release and the bolt catch, which will be included with the receiver. Other than that, you could drop in all your regular AR-15 parts, triggers, pins, whatever is just standard AR-15 parts.
Now, Desert Tech is well known as a more expensive top-tier manufacturer, more famously known for the MDRX series of bullpups, but for $299 for the lower, this should be pretty affordable, and you're not married to the Minaj mags either. They'll have an adapter that you can put in there in order to use regular skinny 30-round mags if you want. Is this a game changer, the Quatro 15? Probably not, but it is pretty damn neat. For number 3, Aero's new bolt-action rifle. Aero is well known for being an AR-15 manufacturer, so they surprised a lot of people at the show when they rolled out not only new suppressors, but a bolt-action precision rifle as well. Aero, well known for being the absolute best bang for the buck in terms of AR-15s. I'm not talking economy price rifles because Aero's not cheap, but they are less expensive than some of the top tier brands while being about the same level in terms of quality. Now, what isn't well known about Aero is that they also white label a lot of products for those top tier manufacturers that you know and love because they own a giant f***ing factory in Washington. I'm not sure if that statement's going to get me in trouble, but I think it's important for you to know in the context of this video. What I'm driving at here is that this new bolt action is very likely going to be a high quality product and very likely going to be at a price well below what you would expect to pay for something similar.
We stayed true to our builder roots. Everything on this bolt gun is user serviceable, so you can build it in your garage with a vise and a few tools.
You haven't met me yet.
Hey man, I can't even hang a picture. We wanted to go with really popular feature sets, right? So we got a 3-lug, 60-degree throw, Remington 700 footprint, so you can take advantage of all of the aftermarket sort of Lego pieces for the bolt actions. And then what we did is we went ahead and used a Savage small shank barrel interface. And the reason we did that was so we could utilize pre-fit barrels, right? We have a proof research barrel here, a 6mm all the way up to a 7 SAUM, right? Short action Magnum. So we have a long ejection port there for that. And there'll be 3 different bolt faces. There'll be a standard, there'll be a medium, and there'll be a Magnum. And then if you're gonna, build the engine, you got to build the car, right? Standard chassis, right? Like we all have these feature sets in the industry that we need to hit: height of comb, length of pull, all that stuff. This is going to hit that as well.
Now, I've already put a bug in Aero's ear. See if I can get a review copy. Maybe take it to Thunder Ranch. Maybe do the counter sniper course there. Stay tuned for that. And perhaps in a few months, when these guys get rolling on this new gun, I will be able to give you a first-hand hard use review. And now for the number 2 rifle from Shot 22. Kind of has to be a 22, doesn't it? Number 2 rifle, 2022. No, it doesn't. Rimfire sucks. We're going with the Kalashnikov USA Kr101. Kind of a 22. It's a 223 AK. They've been around for a while, but they're gaining steam and popularity in the US market. More models coming out. Light shooting perhaps the most popular centerfire rifle cartridge in the United States. It just makes sense, especially considering that politics might be making cheap Russian 7.62 39 harder to find.
This is the Kalashnikov Kr101. So this is going to be a 5.56 NATO AK. We love this because the crossover market from the AR people will love the 5.56. This has been in high demand. This gun is going into production very soon, and you are going to probably start seeing some stuff for sale probably 90 to 120 days. You're going to start seeing a limited production of these guns. This is a side folder. Okay, we'll eventually have this also in a pistol configuration, so we're very excited about this gun. We're not beta testing stuff. We're not sending it out until it's ready. It's very important that this gun is perfect before it hits the market, James.
Give me the specs and features for people who aren't familiar with Kalashnikov USA, with your products and what you do, your manufacturing process.
Gotcha. So, our big theme of our company is Russian heritage, American innovation. So this gun does have a 16.5-inch barrel. Okay, so this is going to take your standard AK 5.56 magazine that you've seen on the market, but we're also developing our own magazine for the gun, super high quality, steel reinforced. So you will see a little bit later on, after the gun is released, that our magazines will hit the market for this firearm as well.
Kalashnikov USA is a US-based AK manufacturer, and I typically caution viewers out there to be choosy. If you go with a US-made AK, 9 times out of 10, gonna suck. Most of them have trunnions, softer than Quincy's Big Fat Yeast Rolls, and not nearly as delicious. And they also tend to have a 5,000 round self-disassembly feature included at no additional cost. I honestly thought Kalashnikov USA was going to be the same way, but it's appearing that they're doing their namesake proud, making what are turning out to be AKs that are gaining acceptance in the AK community. Kalashnikov USA's secret ingredient is that they rely upon the blood, sweat, and cunning ingenuity of superior Florida men, such as myself, at their factory in Pompano Beach, just a short drive to my favorite shithole bar in Fort Lauderdale, Blondie's on the Beach. I've asked Kalashnikov if I could get a tour the next time I'm in town. Who knows, maybe we'll get a look behind South Florida's Iron Curtain. Woo, we're finally here at number 1. For number 1, hate doing this worse than anything in the world, and that is having the same manufacturer twice in a top 5 list. But I gotta do it this year. Now you guys might think that I'm shilling, and I appreciate your skepticism, because GunTube, there is a lot of money that changes hands in this dirty, dirty ass business. While we don't accept money or product in exchange for positive reviews ever, I am a biased human being, but I like these guys a lot, and I like their guns, and I have to confess this bias to you. 14 years ago, I bought my first Zostava, an M92 I still have. Bought it for $773, and I think that was my first non-crap AK also. So I was thrilled when Zostava said they were going to start importing their own guns 3-4 years ago in the United States. So imagine my surprise when I'm at SHOT Show 2022 and I see the venerable M77 or Z77 hanging off the wall at Zostava's SHOT Show booth. It's Zostava's 308 AK, and she's a beaut, Clark.
M77 used to be imported to the country, but with a thumb hole stock, and it didn't look anything like this. M77, this is chambered in 308. It has a slightly longer barrel and also adjustable gas block.
Is that an 18, 20-inch barrel?
18, similar to
The
M90. Yes.
Okay,
yes.
and it's got the adjustable gas with the
block,
three
yes.
settings like
Yeah,
the M90.
Just like a M90. And then what we have here on display is 20-round magazine. It also comes originally factory magazines 10 rounds.
Sounds awesome, right? Can't wait for our 308 AKs from Zostava, but unfortunately, they don't have hard plans to import them in the United States. Now, while Zostava can import them legally, it doesn't mean that they will. To comply with 922R, probably the only gun law that no one's ever been arrested for because no one understands it, Zostava has to use US-made magazines, and they're having a hard time finding a supplier. Any of you mag jockeys out there, if you're watching, shoot Zostava a line. Let them know if you've got production capacity to help them out, because I would love to see this gun. Email Zostava, annoy them, post in the comments, tell them that you want to see this gun, because I'm pretty stoked about it. Guys, thanks for watching. That is it for me today. Make sure that you look around in our SHOT 2022 playlist over at TFBTV Showtime. Make sure to keep your eye out for other top 5 videos, because we're also doing the top 5 PCCs and the top 5 handguns from SHOT Show 2022. Thanks again. Take care.